How's it going, everybody? We finished the punish videos for the new character and the 2 reworks this season, so it's back to updating the other ones. As of right now, we haven't been told which character is next on the rework list, or when, or even if we're getting new reworks at all. So with my luck, they're updating Gladiator next season and I'll have to redo it again. But until then, these are his max punishes. Before we start though, the Haymaker feat does 10 damage per punch, so if a punish involves a throw or a hit with the buckler, and you have that feat unlocked, you will do additional damage. So then, on a Guardbreak you get a heavy, all sides are equal and do 30 damage. On a heavy parry you can do a light for 15, a forward dodge light for 20, or if you have the stamina for it, you can opt for a zone attack. Like I said before, with Haymaker you do 10 more damage. Gladiator also has a parry counter where he punches the opponent with his buckler. This move guarantees absolutely nothing, so don't waste your time with it. All it does is some stamina damage, and in theory you can ledge someone with it. But if you don't want to mess with the finicky timing of it, you can just forward dodge and bash instead. It works as well. There is another specific situation where the punish changes. If your parry puts the opponent out of stamina, then you can go for a toe stab into heavy. That's a 40 damage punish, so keep an eye on your enemy's stamina. Obviously this works on a light parry as well. Speaking of, a normal light parry gives you a heavy for 30 damage. Wall splats are kinda useless on Gladiator as they also only give a heavy. Remember the Haymaker feat though. While you are out of stamina, the heavy on a wall splat is still guaranteed. As always, keep an eye on the distance. Glad's throw isn't the best, so make sure you actually reach the wall, but aren't too close at the same time. On a Guardbreak you get a light, same as on a light parry. Now for his out of stamina punishes, pay close attention, you might have to practice those to get consistently. First of all, the basis of the absolute max damage comes from landing his skewer. In theory you can infinitely chain what you currently see on the screen. You throw to the side with a dodge light and then delay the skewer long enough to land exactly on wake up. Well, and then you repeat. But obviously the opponent regains stamina during all that, so that is what you need to keep an eye on. Your opponent's stamina and your own. Depending on those two parameters, you pick the correct punish. The highest damaging one is the following: side throw, with side dodge light, delayed skewer, 2 ticks of the skewer, forward throw into heavy, then heavy feint into toe stab, and another heavy. That is a total of 90 damage. The next option is forward throw into light, into heavy, feint toe stab into heavy. That's a combined damage of 55. If your opponent's stamina is already nearly full and your toe stab wouldn't knock him down anymore, you do a light into heavy for 45. On a parry, you can try and time for the skewer punish again. For that to work you need to wait a while, then backwards light into skewer. The rest is the exact same as before, but it's a pain to get right consistently, as it's really just you having to know how much you need to wait. Your other options are heavy into heavy feint toe stab and another heavy again. That's a total of 70 damage. All these toe stab punishes seem to hit wake up armor, but Glad's recovery is fast enough, making all these punishes that end with a toe stab safe. In teamfights, so if your opponent's stamina is already nearly full, you can also opt for 2 heavies which do 60 damage. If you're baiting out of stamina parries with your skewer, then always do it from top, because that allows you to go for the deflect instead of the parry, granting you the extra bleed damage. Speaking of deflect, let's go over the different options with skewer. You've already seen what to do when the opponent is out of stamina. If he's not and no wall is nearby, you can go for forward dodge light after 2 ticks. With a wall nearby, you can throw them into it and get an extra heavy. If your opponent is directly against the wall and you forward throw, you throw a punch which stuns the opponent. I keep hearing that you get a heavy off that, but I can't confirm that. That heavy is blockable. All you get is a light from that. The revenge activation is a bit finicky. It's 2 heavies for a total of 78 damage, but you need to make sure to input the first heavy really early. If you're just a bit too late, the attack will cause an early wake up. His out of lock is rather simple. Sadly, you don't get 2 heavies or anything like that. A heavy does give you an extra toe stab though. Now for some extra tips. The first one, and I can't stress this enough, do not, under any circumstance, throw combo lights with that character. For whatever bizarre reason, Gladiator has a 4 light combo and 3 of them are 600 milliseconds. They are absolute garbage and not to be used. Second, his toe stab has really long recovery, especially when he tries to go after an out of stamina opponent. The move itself takes longer, so if you dodge it while out of stamina, you can get a free Guardbreak. That's why I include these situations in the punish guides. Use it if someone's stupid enough to do it against you when it's not guaranteed. And then as a last thing, Gladiator's zone as an option select parry. A lot of characters have a hard time punishing it. Dodge attacks will fail if the Glad doesn't feint it, but will hit if it does. That goes for the fast dodge attacks. If you have a slow one, like Kensei for example, then the situation looks even more grim. Guardbreaks can be countered and normal attacks also won't work after a dodge, so if you're a character without a side dodge attack or bash, you won't be able to punish it. Raider on the other hand can get a stunning tap and dodge Guardbreak on a feint. I thought I'd include that as a little treat for the fans. Alright, I don't know which character's punish video to update next, so let me know down in the comments. Until then, I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.